I'm here with Bethelhem, or B.
Bethelhem Dimanche, but I go by BD.
D. Wow, that sounds really fancy. Okay, so I have some questions that I've been asking everybody, but it's like everyone's giving me like really unique answers, and I think it's so cool. So, what's your purpose here on Earth?
I think my purpose is to recreate emotions in a way that I feel and a way that hopefully someone else can relate to and process them better. Um, Basically, a way to explain that is I'm a poet, so it's a way for me to process my emotions.
I love that I've been meeting so many like different artistic like people that are like so like not niche, I guess, but like it's like some people that are just so passionate about what they're doing. And talk to me a little bit about what poetry means to you.
Um, for me, it hasn't always been the easiest to express myself, but if I put my feelings behind words that don't exactly say what I'm feeling or how I'm feeling precisely, but they say them in, yeah, figuratively, it just it makes more sense to me and it has more feeling to me, and I know that there's someone else out there who feels exactly the same way.
I think that like it's like a parallel with like painting, like a painter paints a picture, and it means something to them, and like someone else can look at that painting and it means the completely different thing, but at the end of the day, it's the same painting, but like with you, it's the same words, but it's like I take it my way, and whatever it is that I've been dealing with or going through, it might apply to me a certain way than like someone else, and I think it's so cool that just communication in general, like the power of words, the power of speaking to people, and the power of sharing ideas. I think it's so valuable. I think it's so cool to really just this scene is just so cool because everyone's so open and everyone's like artistic or everyone's like doing something that they're really passionate about. And I think like there's so much like to learn from everyone, just kind of just being free, like a free spirit, kind of just being true to themselves. And I think it's so cool that poetry is like for you. That's like the most unique one I think from today. Like I've met painters, I've met like a bunch of different artists, but I guess like when you're talking about like words, it's like I guess it resonates more with me because like I feel like my purpose is like communicating. So like when I meet someone that like I'm sure has like I don't want to say I don't know how to explain this, but like I maybe more like I guess layers over like certain words. Like I try to always paint a picture in like metaphors, and I explain certain things that are going on in like metaphorically because again like I guess I'm a poet in a sense, but like, to meet someone that's like really articulate and really like trying to like just embrace that that's the way they can find the most comfort in. Like I heard this analogy where it's just like when I play guitar, I feel like I'm a fish in water. That's what someone told me earlier, and it's like wow, like how like that's so strong. It's so strong to take that like and I guess like everyone takes different meaning from it, but I think the power of words is so like incredible. And what's your favorite thing about you?
My favorite thing about me, goodness, that's difficult only because I have come so far in my journey in embracing myself that I do think I love so many parts of myself. If I wanted to pick my favorite thing, it probably would be my ability to say absolutely everything that I want to. There isn't a moment where I'm ever afraid to say what I'm thinking or what I'm feeling. And I don't ever mean that in like a harmful sense. I do mean that there's never a moment where I'm afraid to speak up for myself. And that is the most important thing that I have ever learned from my journey in
I
life.
noticed that when I met you, you like carried yourself with like this very like not seriousness, but like it was like this is like me kind of like it was just like almost like not afraid because like I'm not afraid to talk to people, but it was just like this aura you have. It's like you mean business, it's like you mean business, and it's so cool to like talk to you and like just I mean we met today. Like everyone I've talked to today, I've met today, and it's so cool how like everyone just like we're all existing at the same time. We're all sharing this moment together, and like it was just really cool to see that. Like I think it's really admirable when people just are them and unapologetically. It's like I'm like not that you hurt anyone's feelings, but like in a sense you respect it because it's like that's how she is, that's who she is, and it was just really cool to meet you and like okay like she's like serious like okay like damn okay That's awesome.
So often I get told that I come off as intimidating, and I don't take offense to that because no matter what I do, I just want to come off as me.
Like your presence is it's not intimidating. I guess you can say it's intimidating when someone's like kind of insecure, but like I guess I've learned to like really respect people that are like just genuinely them, and it was just like it was like whoa, like I mean not that you're like above me, but it was like this is her, you know, like this is just how she is, like and this is the energy that radiates that I guess certain people might find offensive, but it's like it's you, you know, like how am I like one that'd be judging you, and one it's like I have nobody to compare myself, you know, like, and just the way that you carry yourself is I think important, just confidence wise and knowing that like I don't give a fuck, like I'm me, you know, like I'm me.
Because comparison is death. Because I never compare myself with anyone, and I never want anyone to compare themselves with me. I just want to exist as me, and I want other people to bring themselves to me when they communicate with me. I think that brings the best conversations and the best presence.
Okay, I have some other questions for you. What do you want to be remembered for?
Oh, goodness. I would probably want to be remembered for vibrance. I don't know how to explain it, but vibrance.
I think that's kind of like touching on what I was saying about like your energy and your aura. It's like I don't know. There's certain people that's just like that's just the way they are, and it's just it's like I don't know. I really don't know how to explain it either. But I guess that's like vibrance is the perfect word for it. And I think it's so cool that you're aware of that and like, you totally embody it, and like you're just you. You know, like fuck it. Like I don't give a fuck. Like I'm me, and like you know whether you like it or not. Like it's just one of the lessons I've learned. It's like you either like it or you don't, and it's like who am I to like try to like belittle myself to like fit someone's standards, you know? It's like you just when you embrace you and you embrace who you are, so much more opens up. And like it's like so crazy just like those little micro changes that you can do within yourself that makes such a huge impact on you, you know? Can you hold this real quick? Okay, last question because I'm running out of battery. What's some advice you have to you in 5 years?
My advice I have to me in 5 years is accept that the journey will never be the same from today, tomorrow, or next week. You can never plan for anything that's going to happen, and that is absolutely okay. That's something that I've had to learn so much in the past, like year, months, is that just everything will change in time, and that is a beautiful thing.
The way we adapt to things is like the most important thing, you know? You like you can get caught and left behind, but when you embrace the change and you embrace the unknown, there's so much that opens up, you know? And it's like sometimes letting go is like the best thing, you know? Letting go to receive or getting out to get in. It's like such a like a weird concept that I guess we're attached to certain comforts that like keep us in this bubble. But when you really let go and just like let it be and accept that you know change is inevitable and I can't really cooperate. All I can do is cooperate with it, you know. And I think that's awesome that you radiate that, and it's been a pleasure talking to you. Thank you. It's been a cool really meeting you today. Really, like I said, all these people I've met today, but I feel like I've known them forever now, and I feel like I will know them forever because it's like I don't see why we wouldn't you know cross paths again, you know.
Thank you so much for having me. You could find me at Beth Dimanche, that's Dimanche, on Instagram or Twitter, and you'd find anything that I have published recently or in the future.
Thank you. Thank you guys.